Surprise, motherfucker.
All I can tell y'all is that it's about to go down.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest show on planet Earth.
My man.
This is the Toolbox.
Enemy spotted.
Featuring Zach Ristomaki,
Oh, hell no.
Stuart King Winsek, and Jarrett Andrews.
I like turtles.
Check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Toolbox time!
Hey there, all you good time girls and boys. It's the joy of Thanksgiving with the Toolbox. And I'm your friend, Zach Ristomaki, here with two best co-hosts on the planet Earth, Jarrett Andrews and Stuart King Winsek. Boys, how are you today?
Why?
Is that a real thing? Good.
Did that not go well?
That was terrifying.
What were you going for there? I'm
It was
confused.
Bob Ross. The joy of painting.
That was Bob Ross?
It was supposed to be Bob Ross. I'm not a Bob Ross. I'm
Oh
not
my
Bob
goodness.
Ross. That was
Oh.
the best Bob Ross I could do, I think. I tried.
Jarrett, thoughts hit me.
Can you do another one as Zach?
Initial. Maybe spend more than 3 minutes on it. I don't know.
I spent way longer on that.
Oh, that's sad.
Did that not sound good?
No.
Alright.
I had no clue what you were talking about.
But you know
Hold
what?
on. Let me try it again. Can I try it again?
No, you can't.
And you couldn't memorize that? You had to
I
read
had
it off of your phone.
You wanted it to be perfect, Jarrett.
You guys are dicks.
In italics.
You guys are dicks.
In italics, you put Bob Ross voice, I bet.
No, I didn't put anything in italics.
Oh, I'm dying.
I said it wrong too.
Yeah.
That's why.
You know what? Let's keep it. Let's
gonna
You gotta
keep
follow up. Open up the show.
You can't let me have that.
Nope.
Holy shit.
Run it right through. That was. I'm starting to. It's growing on me. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. So this is the Toolbox. This is our Thanksgiving special.
It's some people's Thanksgiving special.
It's one person's not Thanksgiving special, and that person is Stu Winsek. Stu, how are you today?
I'm doing jolly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing merry.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm feeling a whole lot of holly.
Yeah, you look like a douche.
Well, can't break me down.
All right. Jarrett,
Yeah.
how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Superman does good. You're doing well.
I'm doing well.
He's really getting some
Yeah.
some points here.
So are we doing this whole thing with that?
Yeah. Yeah, so today we're bringing back the anonymous voting for Tool of the Week, where we write down our votes.
Do you want me to write
Yours
down?
is all the way over here.
He was actually implying, are we doing the yes, no, maybe list, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing that too.
Okay, so we don't need that just yet.
Do you want me to write it like for old time's sake?
Whoever wants to write it, you can, yeah.
All right, because
Here, you are now in charge of the yes, no, maybe
right.
list.
We are bringing back the yes, no, maybe board in the yes, no, maybe list.
And for those of you that don't remember, the yes, no, maybe board was an integral part of the toolbox. We've missed it dearly and decided to go back the way of our grandfathers and actually use pen and paper.
Yeah, for one
Quill
episode until
and
I figure out
parchment.
How to do it better.
It shouldn't be too hard.
It
This is literally the cheapest, easiest version that we could do.
Tell me the timestamps when you write them down so I can
oh,
get those.
timestamps.
Yeah, like
How would I know the timestamps?
well, it should tell you how long we've been recording for in the bottom corner.
I'd have to move and then like grease. Oh, okay.
It just helps a little bit.
Okay.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Or write them down on there. That's better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I hate to see Jarrett being overworked like this.
I know,
Jarrett,
it's crazy.
I know you had a big day. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing pretty good. You know.
Superman does pretty good.
I'm doing pretty well. Oh, God, I hate
Right?
you.
He's
All right.
really just chalking them up.
Hey,
I'm gonna put doing good in the yes pile.
All right.
no, you don't get to decide
Yeah.
that. You
No,
put
I
it to
agree.
a vote.
2-1.
agree,
All right.
2-1.
Okay,
Doing
well,
good.
After a vote, then that's fine. But
2-1.
Jarrett, you're not. You don't just write down anything willy nilly.
Well, I just did. Doing good is in the yes pile, but I am doing good. You know, Browns won on Sunday.
That's true.
Ohio State barely won on Saturday.
They won though.
They won. Thanksgiving.
It was a ranked team, okay?
Yeah. Thanksgiving a few days away. I'm sure it'll be closer to Thanksgiving by the time you guys watch this, but that's my favorite holiday. It's why Stu's outfit disgusts me.
Christmas right around the corner.
Also today,
A month away.
and I want to talk about this a little later on the show. Today is launch day for a new World of Warcraft expansion. I don't know if you guys care about World of Warcraft,
Not at
but
all.
back in the day, that consumed my entire life. So I want to get into games that consumed our entire lives to the point of pure disaster.
That's I like that.
So I'm
Jared.
feeling a little nostalgic today.
I think everyone's had that.
I'm probably not going to play the game, but just throwing it out there.
And I've actually gotten into one recently
Yeah.
where it's
He
consumed.
actually told me about it.
Pre-production meeting
So
you haven't made
shut
a
up.
little bit.
Stu's news. What do we got, Stu?
Got a bunch of headlines for you, Jarrett,
Oh, always.
and I got some. I got a fun one here.
What are you looking at? What are you doing? Should be towards the bottom. I don't know.
Just flying by the seat of your pants there.
You got it. He's figuring it out.
Here, I'll put it on the back.
You don't have to put it on the back. Just put it next to it.
Okay.
So I can... Because I got to use it for notes when I edit.
There we go.
Stu's news, gentlemen. Well, Zach, you tend to cheat on these, so I'm gonna need you not to look at
not
the
looking.
laptop.
I'm not looking.
Jarrett, and you're gonna be competing with him, so make sure you watch Zach to make sure he doesn't see
I'm
it.
not looking.
Okay.
I'm gonna look right at the Backstreet Boys, The Hits, Chapter 1.
Google
Frozen on the screen.
Google data revealed the best and the worst times to go to businesses during the pandemic.
Okay.
This is stuff I need to know because I don't know about you fellows, but I hate people. And the less people somewhere, the better.
Agreed.
That's fair.
All right, we're all on the same page. Now, gentlemen, I want you to tell me your thoughts on the best time to go to the park, where there's the least amount of people.
Right now,
Hit me.
I'm going to say evening.
Zach?
I want to say around 11 a.m.
Zach's the winner. Actually, because we're Price is Right rules, but not full-on Price is Right. Closest to, that's
that mean?
weekdays at 7 a.m. If you go over, you lose in Price is Right rules.
Oh.
So I just wanted to make it clear, because you did go over. You both went over. So if we're doing Price is Right, then
Then the
both
person who
lose.
guessed $1 wins.
So basically the closest,
correct.
regardless of going over or not.
Yes.
Okay.
So take everything you know about The Price is Right and throw it out the window.
Right.
Why reference The Price is Right at all? We don't know.
Toolbox rules moving forward.
There we go.
The
Perfect.
busiest time to go to a park.
The busiest time?
Busiest time. This is according to Google, and this is also recent information. So if you've been to a park, you'll know.
Okay.
All right, so who goes to parks, right?
I go quite frequently. I actually went today.
I've been to
What time did
parks
you
a
go?
lot, actually.
When right around 1 o'clock.
I'm going to say noon.
I'm saying a nooner. Now, I'm going to need you to also add noon of what day?
Oh, we didn't have
Weekend?
To do this on the first one.
All right, I'll give you weekend. We can go weekday or weekend. That's fair.
Okay.
Busiest?
Correct.
Probably 5 or 6 on the weekday. So I'll go 6. 6 on the weekday.
That was a big mistake because
All right.
it was actually 4 p.m. on a weekday.
Well, then I'm
He still wins.
I know. As far as point tallying goes,
Big mistake. You were right.
Man, I really,
an hour off, and people don't forget that.
I really don't go to parks, do I?
I go usually at least once a week.
try to.
That's weird.
Isn't
Why
it?
is that weird?
Like, what kind of park are we talking?
A metro park or
It's a trail. Yeah.
a trail? Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were meant like a.
Not like a playground.
I was thinking playground.
Gosh.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's why, man.
Hang out
Most playgrounds have been closed.
at the local elementary.
Yeah.
They got great slides.
Yeah, man. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like.
On the swings for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was thinking like park, like so I was thinking like when do kids go and do stuff? Like I don't know, like noon.
You're an
Probably don't
adult
go in
now.
the evening.
Adults. We're talking about adults.
You're not getting.
Okay,
You
you
can
know what?
drive yourself there.
Okay, round one was bad, but I'm back for round 2. Okay,
okay.
all right.
Also,
Jeez,
did you know you can drink at parks?
What?
what kind of parks?
That sounds illegal.
No.
Like slidey ones? Or slidey ones or walkie
That's
ones?
a playground. Once
Walkie
again,
ones.
walkie
Yeah.
ones,
Oh my
okay.
gosh, Jared, bless your heart. You're gonna figure
I
that
thought
out
state
eventually.
Parks, I thought state parks you couldn't drink on.
Maybe not state, but the one by my house you can.
Like a metro park. Is it a metro park?
I don't know. Oh, that's probably why it's a private park. I like, oh, have parties here. Bring your own coolers.
That can make sense.
Grocery stores. I'm building up to the fun one.
Okay, what about grocery stores? Like, when is it safest?
When are the least amount of people there?
I worked at a grocery store. All right? I've worked at grocery stores for a year of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And if this answer isn't right, then it's wrong.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I've worked days, I've worked mornings, and I've worked nights. The least busy they are right before closing. So I'm going to say 8 o'clock weekdays.
Okay.
That's such a good guess because I also worked
8
at a
o'clock
grocery
p.m.
store.
8 o'clock p.m. weekdays.
I worked at a grocery store for like so long too,
Mhm.
and then
Now, if you had to pick a single day, just in case there's a tie, I don't know.
Tuesday.
Okay.
I'd say Wednesday at 9 because most stores close at 8. I think.
Okay, well, you're both
10
like
right
really, really wrong. Jarrett's actually closest
Really?
because it's Monday at 8 in the morning.
What?
That's wrong.
That is so wrong.
That's exactly when every
mean-
single
I
old
mean,
person in the
so-
world
so
goes to
gentlemen,
shop.
Gentlemen.
To be fair, it's been over 3 years since I worked in a grocery store last.
This is
Same.
So-
due to pandemic
Yeah.
tracing.
So
this is
we-
like seeing like
We're not
what it is
taking into
currently.
account.
Your outdated ideals are no
Even
good
still-
here, buddy.
Even still, that's the golden hour for the oldies, right?
So I worked at Mark's.
So I would think
Right.
that it would be flooded with old people.
It is. I worked at Mark's. They opened at 6:30 a.m. I had to work a 6:30 to 2, and I have never seen more old people in my life anywhere than they are at a grocery
Anytime
store
I had to
on
open-
Monday morning, because that's
Anytime
exactly
I
when they
had
all go to
open
shop.
At Giant Eagle, it was always old people.
Yeah.
Always bitching about stuff too.
Always parking in places they couldn't park. I'm like,
Always,
like you can't park
always
there.
in a crosswalk. Like, what the hell are you doing?
And I worked
God.
I worked carts, right? So they would leave carts in Narnia and have no interest in bringing them back.
I like that reference.
Yeah.
That was
C.S.
good.
Lewis, great author. Excuse me.
Arthur.
Arthur.
I think we're
The
all
Arthur.
like well aware of the busiest time at a grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just
Zach was looking.
the COVID thing. No, I
I
wasn't
saw
looking.
it. I saw it.
I was not looking.
All right, so the one that I was building up to, this one I did know. The least busy time to be at a restaurant.
Okay. Give me weekdays at 3 p.m.
Okay, and if you have to pick one to tie break,
Thursday.
I'm gonna go like Mondays at 3, I guess. That's I don't know because
Zach is the winner because it's Tuesdays at 3. Can vouch.
I know like
I had
the
to work
beginning
that
of the
shift.
week is always slow
Oh, I
a
guess
restaurant.
that's true, I guess.
because
Mondays are still busier than
I worked at a
Tuesdays.
restaurant too, so I guess that gives me a little bit.
I've been to my brother works restaurants and he always tells me like if it's busy or not.
Yeah,
And anytime he
the
works
beginning of
like
the week's always slow.
afternoon, he's like, yeah, nobody ever comes in. Like they're either there for lunch or they're there for dinner. They're not there in between. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
That's when Stu's there. Getting his drinks some. It's when I love it at the bar, when there's like me and like 2 other people and the bartender. Have a real nice time.
Fair enough.
And then there's coffee shops and pharmacies.
What are we, hipsters?
Pharmacies.
Yeah, I
Hipsters
don't
heroin
know.
addicts?
Like, that's why I'm not doing those.
Pharmacies.
But if you do have to pick a prescription, I suggest a Monday at 9 in the morning. Because that's when it's the least busy at a pharmacy.
Well,
So
I mean,
basically, right after you're done grocery shopping.
yeah. CVS has a drive-through, so I think I'm chilling there.
Coffee shop if you don't want to wait in line.
Actually-
Tuesday at 4.
Most pharmacies have
No,
drive-throughs now.
can't go to CVS drive-through anymore because they do COVID tests and the line is wrapped around the building.
Drive-through?
Yeah, they give you a little thing and you just go, bleh, then you give it back. Yeah.
Wow. That's actually pretty cool. I'm not going to go wait
That's
in line
crazy
for it.
though,
but-
because like you'd imagine the lines are out the ass. Like,
Yeah, they are. They're huge.
Gentlemen, I was telling you before the show that the Winsec wealth has been growing exponentially this week.
yeah, all those stocks that you own.
Stocks, man, it's a secret.
Do you do betting? Do you, sports?
I learned the hard way that I can't do that. I had one really good year, and then I turned that year, I kept it rolling, and then the next year I had a really bad year, which almost got me into some trouble. So we don't do that
I feel
anymore.
like I talked earlier about things that consume your life. I feel like sports gambling can really consume your life. Not because you're losing all your money, but you're investing so heavily into these sports
I have
that
a
you
friend- I
don't
have a
focus on
friend
anything
who-
else.
Who literally all he talks about is betting, and he constantly talks about like, oh yeah, this is like I'm gonna spend $400 on this, and like I'm like, dude, no, like you need to just stop doing that because you're gonna blow your money. He's like, yeah, I almost put money on the Raiders. I'm like, don't. Just don't.
So one thing every gambler knows is you got to spend money to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And I've taken that approach to the stock market, and it's been quite helpful to me. It's allowing me to
This
survive this pandemic.
This week,
This week is so
because
good.
last week it was.
Last week it wasn't great.
Yeah.
So there's a story on 10 quick steps to manage your money like a millionaire. And number 1 is get Robinhood on that list. And that's what I did. So I agreed with it. I didn't read the rest of it.
Do they tell you what to do?
It didn't really apply to me. It said add the app and get a free stock.
Oh.
Because that's what millionaires do. They invest.
Well, getting something for free isn't investing.
No, it is actually. Because you get a free stock.
If it's a free stock in a company that's going to be worth something,
Okay.
what is it? What is
Well,
it? What does it do? Though?
They give you a free stock which can range in value from $5, $10, or $500. Like
And-
they can give you like a Google stock.
Isn't it random too, though?
Correct. Like I got stock in Levi's, which is worth like $15. If I had saved it, it'd be worth like $20 right now. But I didn't. I got rid of it.
So yeah, I remember one of my friends. Some of my friends like to do stocks, not like heavily, but they'll do them. And one of my friends who never does stocks did like an app thing where if you recommend a friend, you get a free stock, and so does the friend.
Yep.
So the guy who invited my other friend got like $2. He was pissed, but my friend who got invited got $300 in stock.
It's a real thing.
And he's like, "Oh, yeah, look at that!"
What is this app called?
You've got
'Cause I might take a
Robinhood.
look at it.
You should, because that's how people with money make money. And that's my only issue is I have to figure out how to get an aggressively large lump sum so I can make it into an even larger aggressively large lump sum. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have bought into that company that made the COVID vaccine.
They did skyrocket.
Yeah, they went
but
up a lot.
I'm also skyrocketing.
Hey,
The electric
it's all right,
vehicle
man.
market, gentlemen.
That's a good place to invest.
Straight to the moon.
Good place to
It's
invest.
the next wave. This has been a free stock tip from old Stu.
You could say straight to Mars because Elon wants to go to Mars.
Stu stocks.
Stu's stocks.
It's actually Stu's money because a lot of it comes from gambling as well.
If we could get a segment just for Stu's stocks, that could be a great sell. People would love that.
I tell everybody to
Stu stocks in the maybe
sell their homes and put all of the money they have into the workhorse stock. Because that's what I've done.
Sell their homes?
Yeah.
You want people to
Sell their
houses
families
in the pandemic.
and anything they've got. Because it's
During
about
the pandemic.
double, maybe triple,
In the pandemic.
possibly quadruple.
You want people to sell their homes.
And put it all into that stock, yeah.
Huh.
Sell your homes and put it all into our Patreon.
Listen to the guy doing the podcast. He knows a thing or two.
No, screw stocks. Just give it to us.
Yeah, true.
I need a PS5.
Hey, man.
No, once you reach
Once we get a stock, we'll give it to you.
Once
Yeah.
you cash out with quadruple your money and you're living in a much larger house, you can send us a little bit. Whatever you think's fair, but,
Should be most of it.
I mean, like,
We gave you the
a
tip.
couple zeros,
Yeah.
in that check.
Yeah.
Maybe like
We need
4 or
a
5.
studio. And if we can become our own company, that'd be great.
We could turn this place into just a studio. think of the work we could get done.
Why would we do that here when we could do it at an actual place that's designed to be a studio?
We're comfortable here.
And not really far away.
That's true too.
This is so close to me, though.
I might be moving to like Kent next year, so
You're moving to the college?
the area.
Are you going to work there? Are you teaching?
No.
Podcasting 101?
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what?
Finally found a
I'm
high-paying
getting
job
in.
in the
I'm
industry.
getting in.
Proud of you. I knew you'd do it. Why are you moving to Kent?
Huh?
Why are you moving to Kent?
I have a friend who lives down that way.
Oh, and they need a
Down that yay?
roommate.
You're living with
I'm
Kanye?
going to live with Kanye.
We're coming, bro.
We're working for that 2024.
Lower the drawbridge and let us in.
We're working for 2024.
Doesn't he have a moat?
I don't know.
I feel like Kanye has a moat.
He has his own church built on his own property.
It's true.
Well, if you have a moat, lower the drawbridge, let us in.
It's a very real thing that he... I've done a couple of stories on
I feel like
Kanye's-
you've mentioned a moat. That's why I say that.
Well, he tried to build a castle in L.A.
Well, maybe that's what it
And
was.
that's why he bought his house in Montana.
And then he tried to turn it into, like, low-income housing.
Yeah. He tried to build little hobbit holes.
And then California's like, no.
You can't
No,
just do
how
that.
dare you help homeless people?
So...
Or people who need money.
I know we're doing like a seasonal episode, so I had to get a seasonal story.
If it's about Christmas, I swear to God.
So I'm going to do a seasonal story.
Uh-huh. Seasonal
So-
is a month away.
So there's a running joke going around right
Uh-huh.
now that
You're the running joke.
people want to kidnap Santa and harvest his blood after Dr. Fauci says that he's immune to COVID-19.
Okay. There's a lot to unpack here.
I'm going to make one joke, and then I'm not talking again until we talk about Thanksgiving.
How about you just do that second bit?
Go ahead.
Santa has Santibodies. That's why he's immune. Santibodies.
That's what you're going out on?
Yep, see ya.
I wanted to
Thanks for stopping by, Jarrett.
I wanted to
Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Jarrett.
I wanted to give him the benefit
It was
of
a
the
good
doubt.
year.
Wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Big mistake.
Big mistake.
You've met him before.
I know, I tried.
Man.
First of all, first.
You want to touch on this? You want to keep this going?
Just
All
a little
right.
bit. That's a dumb thing to say.
Who, me?
Jarrett,
No, not
yes.
Oh.
No. Not you. Sorry. Not you.
I thought you were talking. I thought you were gone.
Dr. Fauci.
I have to defend my honor.
Dr. Fauci.
I'm going to hear this one out.
That's a dumb thing to say. Saint Nick is immune to COVID-19. Because
Why is that dumb?
it's just dumb to me.
Okay, well, saying it's dumb and then giving me a reason for it
If
being
you've
dumb
watched
is-
the Santa Claus, you know that
Yeah.
Santa can die as easily as falling off a roof.
That's the only way Santa Claus can die.
Apparently. Because if he's immune to COVID
Mhm. And all other poisons, yes.
all this other stuff, like he can go down a chimney or he can go down a flue pipe and suddenly it's a chimney.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. We've all seen the movie.
right.
Get to your point.
So he's a magical being whose only weakness is falling off a roof.
Correct. What are you struggling with here, bud?
That is horrifying to me.
Yeah,
And-
and thank goodness that he's immune to the virus because he serves billions of people in
No, we're not
one
a
night.
kids
He's like a
show, right?
McDonald's by himself.
We're not a kid's show.
What are you
We're not a
talking
kids'
about?
Show.
I didn't say this was a children's show.
You don't have to pretend.
Why are you talking like
Santa
a
Claus
singer on like a
is-
sad song? Like, you don't have to pretend.
You don't have to pretend that Santa Claus is out there listening or something.
Santa
You're
Claus
worried
hears
that you're not
us
gonna.
every
Yeah.
single thing we
You're
say.
worried that you're not gonna get your Christmas gifts.
I'm not worried about that. I'm doing a great job.
Uh huh.
I've been perfect this year.
Jared, are you scared that Santa Claus might not give you your gifts now?
Because of your acting.
Oh, he can't talk until
Yeah.
we talk about Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's a horrible ruse for a podcast as a silent treatment, just so you know. You better be real active on those cameras.
Ooh.
Not that kind
He's
of
very
activity.
active on the cameras.
So
He wanted to say something there. I saw his mouth move.
I'm gonna move on to the next story so Jared can start talking again. Do you guys remember the Wipeout show?
Yeah.
Like with like people doing like the jumping on the balloons and whatnot?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
With John and John.
Well, they're doing a Christmas episode. No, I'm just
How's it going? You got me. You had me. Nice.
Say something. You did it.
Good one.
well, apparently a contestant, a man in his 30s, died immediately after doing that.
Oh my
I
god.
know.
Why don't we just instinctively laugh at that?
Probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, no. I was like, oh my god. He's
Like,
like, ha, I know.
You
I'm
probably
not
like,
laughing. I want to be clear.
okay, this is the
is
time
the
that
first
Zach doesn't.
time.
Yeah, the one
This
time
is
Zach
the
is
first
laugh.
time
Give him a
something
family
awful.
war dying in a house fire. and
When
he's
somebody
all like,
breaks their
That's
neck
what I'm
on the
saying.
big balls.
That's what I'm saying. This is the first time where we've heard of someone dying and I've not laughed.
where he draws the
So,
line.
yeah.
I draw the line at someone dying after hitting the big balls. Balls. Wait,
Yeah.
Wait,
that's
wait,
the
wait,
video
wait,
of him
wait.
dying.
Wait,
Wait a minute. No,
actually-
does that say John Cena?
Yeah.
I haven't watched this. Is this show still on like NBC?
I don't know.
I'm not
I think
sure.
so.
Because I haven't seen it in years. And last time I checked, it was those two Johns who were sportscasters actually.
Yeah.
And well, it was
That was a while
Wait,
ago.
you
John
said that.
Henson and John.
Yeah, but the way you said that, like two Johns,
Yeah,
made it sound like two clients.
two average Joes.
2 bathrooms.
Uh,
Done with work.
two toilets. But like they.
Zach
one
had
of
a
them-
grinder.
No, they were like both sportscasters, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So like,
They probably changed it. I mean,
I guess, but I like the original layout where one of them was like doing the play calling and the other was making jokes the whole time.
when you have an attractive girl to interview him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it felt like a 2010 show.
So it went from 2008 to 2014, and it's currently being rebooted by TBS.
And you have a video of him dying.
No, that was a
Ah,
joke. The video just said balls, balls, balls.
It does
and
say
Zach
balls,
said that
balls,
he
balls.
wasn't laughing, so I pointed to it, and then he started laughing.
Well, I was curious why it says John Cena. So I
then he
guess the
saw the
reboot
balls,
has
but-
John Cena as the host.
Well, what isn't John Cena hosting these days? That guy's everywhere.
Ellen DeGeneres
And yeah,
show.
you know what? Still can't see him.
No, he's everywhere, but you can't see him.
Weird choice for a host, honestly.
I know.
It really lets you focus on the show.
I guess so.
I knew there was a joke there somewhere. I got there.
You got it.
All right, so gentlemen, did you watch The Queen's Gambit?
No, and I've heard about it. I've heard it's blowing up on the Netflix.
Zach?
I thought that
Okay.
was the Joker's Wild. Originally,
What?
that's the show that Snoop Dogg hosts.
So far away from what I'm talking
It's a
about.
game show, and he makes a bunch of pot jokes while he's doing a game
This
show.
is a this is a drama
But this
about
no, this is actually like, well, yeah. I mean, it's historical drama. Would you say?
about like the Queen of England, right? Am
The
I
Queen's
wrong?
Gambit. Yeah, you're so wrong.
Oh, what am I thinking?
Yeah,
I've
you're
heard.
thinking of The Crown.
Oh, I've heard of the Queen's Gambit, but I miss.
What
Jared,
about the Queen,
Jared,
though?
let me get your rundown on The Queen's Gambit.
It's not about the Queen.
Well, that's a misleading title.
Of course, I've heard of The Queen's Gambit. Everybody's talking about it.
Well, to be fair, it is about a queen.
Well, to be fair, they're talking about the
About two
crown
queens.
too. So you know, I got
True,
my
there are two queens.
I got my wires crossed. Excuse me.
You wanna take a guess now? Stu and I have given you.
I'm just going to
The
jump
clue.
on in. I'm
All
going to elaborate. All right, so The
Yeah.
Queen's Gambit. That's a play in chess.
Oh, see, I don't play chess, so
All right, so it's the hottest thing out on Netflix right now, or it was for a couple of weeks. It's down to I think number 5 at this point.
I was gonna say that's how Netflix works.
But as far as like story, acting, cinematography, like fire, delightful show. I binged it as I do.
Good.
Oh my goodness, I had that done in a week. But now, as a result of its wild popularity, chess is actually making a little bit of a resurgence. And as a avid chess player myself, love the game. Couldn't be more happier.
Why doesn't it surprise me that Stu is an avid chess player?
I'm not avid. I just get really
You
hyped.
said
when-
avid.
All right, yeah, I understand. Like,
You said it.
Avid
Hold on.
implies.
Are you lying?
Avid implies that I play it often.
That's what. Yes.
That was misleading.
So why'd you lie?
I'm self-correcting.
Stu's fake news, everybody.
Wow. We just got to Stu's fake news after all this time?
It's crazy.
I know. Like, I feel like that was a really good thing that he just said.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. Just disappointed it took us so long to get there.
Yeah.
Well, it was in the Meets for President ad. Way long ago.
Okay.
When you and Meech were doing the whole, you were a presidential candidate and Meech was one, and Jarrett did yours and I did
Meech.
Meech's. Yeah.
You
I forgot
used
his name.
You used his name earlier in the story.
Like twice.
It doesn't matter. Does it?
I guess not.
He's not here now, is he?
And I'm firmly placing him in the no pile, too.
Remember to put 3 E's?
But alright, so Meech has been moved into the no pile. Yes, no, maybe board. Happy to have that back.
Oh my god, so good.
Just as far as like keeping up on what we're talking about.
Which corner are we
Alright,
in?
actually
Are we in the bottom or the top?
So we haven't
What?
gone back and done
Are
this.
we in the bottom side or the top side?
You two?
Yeah.
Bottom.
Okay, so it's up there.
Yeah, it's
It'll be up above us.
it's over there.
If it's on the top.
Sure.
Or if we're on the bottom, I mean.
Gentlemen, we've got to vote on these Stu's News stories. I forgot that we didn't add those to the Yes No Maybe board /
Oh.
Yes No Maybe list.
You haven't been prompting us.
That's my mistake.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna do a quick recap.
Okay.
Gentlemen, yes, no, maybe COVID Santa. I say yes.
No.
No, because it's not Santa season.
Right.
Maybe it
Thanksgiving.
is. Maybe it is. Yes, no, maybe on getting rich with Robin Hood.
Yeah. I'll take a look at it.
I'll say maybe.
Okay.
So is that yes?
Yes, it is. Yeah. I'll send you the invitation.
Awesome.
We'll both get some free stocks.
Sounds good to me.
And then we all immediately agreed yes to avoiding people.
Uh-huh.
It's a pandemic, so
Yeah, get the hell away from me.
like even before the pandemic,
Right.
that's how I was
Get the hell
acting.
away from me. Yeah.
Would you, gentlemen, even though you can die, do the wipeout course?
Yes.
Wipeout, yes, no, maybe.
I'm going to say no because I'd suck at it and I don't want to be
It would
embarrassed.
be so much fun though, even if I sucked at it. Like,
I'm going to say yes because it's always been a personal dream of mine
Yeah.
to do the Ninja Warrior one, even though I would probably fail so bad.
yeah. You'd be worse at Ninja Warrior than Wipeout, probably.
I don't know, man. I've been
Have you
watching
seen some of
it.
the people who go on Wipeout though? The people who go on Ninja Warrior like train their whole lives to like climb things and
Wipeout is Tom Arnold. Ninja Warrior is like Bear Grylls.
okay.
Trying to think of like
Interesting comparison.
I read an article about him earlier
Uh-huh.
about how his cameraman doesn't get any credit.
Bear Grylls or Tom Arnold?
I guess both. Unsung heroes of Hollywood, the cameraman.
Ah,
Let me tell you, they don't get a crack. Everybody knows the people on the camera, not behind it.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I said.
Maybe we can get Tom Arnold on
Yeah.
the show.
That's probably
I'll
shouldn't be
tag-
that difficult.
I'll tag him in this week's tweet, like I tagged Jameson in last week's, and they didn't say anything.
Oh, no way. They didn't say anything. Wow.
Go figure.
Yeah.
I could wear I've got enough bar swag to fully festoon my body in Jameson gear.
Festoon?
It means to decorate.
I think we still have to get them to watch the episode.
Right.
The title of the episode literally. Well, no, not the title, but the thumbnail for the episode was literally you and I around a bunch of Jameson kegs and like, you had a bottle of Jameson in your hand and you were pouring me a shot. Like it was a lot of Jameson.
Yeah, that was the story of that show.
And they
Stu
didn't
had a
wanna
lot of
check it out.
Jameson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stu got really drunk.
Stu's back to vodka. I guess it keeps me balanced. I don't know. Not like I'm like walking down the stairs. I'm not falling down them.
See, I haven't had enough water today, so
Perfect.
it's perfect.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
you're back.
I'm fully refreshed.
Uh-huh.
So I got a fun one for you, gentlemen.
Oh boy.
As far as people living out like the super villain, like role. You know, like I'm gonna commit a crime. I'm gonna Ocean's 11 this.
Like wearing a Santa hat 3 days before Thanksgiving.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh well, it should be a
Good
crime.
try.
I'm talking about robbing millions of dollars, not making Jarrett mildly uncomfortable.
Mildly.
Yes, mildly.
I mean, this is our Thanksgiving episode, Stu.
Yeah.
Isn't it? What'd you
Yes.
guys prepare, Thanksgiving wise?
Well, I got some stuff.
I had the intro,
If you'd ever shut up.
but you hated it.
Oh, Stu's news is gonna go so long today. Good news, everybody.
Can
I feel like
you?
you're on your last story.
No, I can make it last. It's fine.
Nah.
Nah,
So
I saw the headline.
it's not bad though, right? All right.
It
So
looks exciting, but also,
it all depends on how you tell it.
I guess. Go ahead.
So, before I was so rudely interrupted, I'm talking about like the supervillains. You know, like how people don't actually like try like the Ocean's 11,
Like a Goldfinger.
a Goldfinger, a Doctor Evil, if you will, trying to destroy the moon.
Sure.
So this is a story about Matthew Piercy. He's 44 years old. He's Palo Cedro near Reading on Monday. He was arrested. But before he was arrested, he went on a run. He hopped in a pickup truck, led them on a chase that led off-road twice, and he eventually stopped at the shoreline of Lake Shasta, which is north of Reading. So Piercy abandoned his truck near the edge of the lake, and he pulled something out of it, and then he swam into the Lake Shasta, which is a freezing cold lake. This is in the north.
Lake Erie.
No, it's Lake Shasta.
Listen.
Zach. So, he pulls something out of the truck, gets into the lake, and he goes underwater. He spent some time out of sight underwater, and law enforcement's just like waiting around this lake, and he's been underwater for 20 minutes, and they're just like,
Well, he's dead.
like, I saw some bubbles, like, pretty sure he's still down there. So after 25 minutes, he was in the water this whole time. He finally came out of the water, and he had to get checked for hypothermia. But he took one of those sea scooters and flew it down to the bottom of this lake and was hiding there, waiting for the cops to leave. Basically Grand Theft Auto style, waiting for the stars to go down.
Uh-huh.
And they were waiting outside of this lake. They're like, "Hey, we see bubbles. Like, we know you're gonna come back up eventually." So this dude tried to...
He survived for 25
So
minutes.
he took his truck with his underwater scooters. Like, I gotta get to a lake. I know how to get rid of these cops. Pulls up to the lake. He's like, I'm out of here. Later, pigs. Ha ha ha.
Right.
Well, how big is the lake?
It's not that big.
So,
So he's
like,
under
he
there for
went
you're like,
down.
oh, he must be dead. I guess we'll leave it.
So how did he?
It would have been like a different story if he was running from the cops and made it to like Lake Erie,
Yeah,
where
like
you
Lake
could go
Superior.
across to Canada or to New York or Michigan. Like you could go anywhere. No, you just went down and waited.
Yeah.
There's
nowhere to go.
Maybe
Like-
Atlantis is down there. I don't know.
If you have like an underwater cave, like now we're talking. Like, oh, I guess I have to live my days out here.
How did he survive? I'm still. How did he not need to come get his breath for 25 minutes?
Well, he had underwater gear that allows you to breathe underwater.
Oh.
I believe it's called scuba. And
Yes.
Why are
he
you
used
talking like
used
that?
this scuba gear to stay underwater. Now the water was so cold though that he had to come up because he was freezing.
Mm-hmm.
It took
And he had to be checked for hypothermia. And once they realized that he was fine and just like cold,
This is very cold.
you're under
What?
arrest there. Yeah. You can't do that.
I mean, why?
So
though?
there's
Like,
actually a story behind that dude. He was running a Ponzi scheme. And he knew cops were eventually going to come for him. So he had that waiting in like the garage. He's like, bailout bag. Hey, let's go.
why wouldn't he move to somewhere warmer where it would work?
That's a great story.
even-
Like, a wetsuit.
Let's
would,
think about this.
Really helped.
Even if you live in an area where maybe it's cold, you're on a lake, like let's say Lake Michigan. You have a very short travel from Detroit to Canada. right?
Well, I don't know
You're
about
underwater
short travel.
25 minutes, and you take a little water scooter. You're gonna be able to make it at least half the way.
That's assuming they don't have like underwater mines.
Well, maybe
Why
his
would they have underwater mines, dude?
That's not
plan.
It's a lake.
Maybe his plan just
With-
didn't come to fruition in time. Maybe he had to speed things up a little bit, and he just went to the first body of water he could find.
You know the Great Lakes are like big for commerce, right?
Lived here all my life, bud.
Okay. So why would they have underwater mines?
To stop people from
They just
Commercing?
from scootering.
well, they actually just recently shut the borders, Zach. So I don't know how
So you
serious
think they're
they
gonna
got
put
about
underwater
it.
mines on
Clorox
the Canadian
mines.
side?
I don't know, Zach. Let me contact the Canadian government and ask
water.
me where they put their mines. Yeah, I'm sure they'll get right back to me.
Yeah, because
Let me get the toolbox email.
is known for being violent.
Zach, you're
I
really
need the toolbox email for that one.
you're really coming at us for not knowing this guy's plan. What do you want from us exactly to tell you?
I'm not coming at you. I'm coming at him for bringing up Christmas in general. First of all,
Don't try and get Jared on your argument just by adding Christmas to it.
this
He's
That's
through
so
it.
all
true.
Christmas
He's
stuff.
like, well, Stu said Christmas.
You know, yeah. What the
Still
hell?
on him though. Like,
We know.
Save it. Just
look
save
at
it.
his outfit. He is wearing a Santa shirt and a Santa hat.
You know what?
The sweater.
Next week
Whatever.
or next month, for every single week we do the show, I'll wear a different Christmas sweater because then I'll be in the Christmas mood
There you go.
once December comes.
Awesome.
But it's November 23rd.
Right. It is over a month until the actual day of Christmas.
So what you're saying is Christmas is right around the corner.
No.
Yes, it is right around the
Better
corner.
not pout.
All right, you need to
Better
stop.
not fight. Better not pout. I'm telling you right.
Are you stupid?
Yeah.
Better not pout.
You better not fight.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Because Santa Claus is coming to town.
Post up, bro. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
That's a real song.
Hey Santa, you want some? It's not fight.
I like your cut, G.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
You better not pout. You better not fight.
Cry.
Cry.
Is it cry or fight?
Cry. That's you better not shout, I'm telling you why.
Yeah.
Mm.
That also sounds really creepy though.
Shut up.
Shut up, bitch, Santa's coming.
Santa is coming to town.
Yeah, some of these Christmas carols can be misconstrued
Yeah,
if you look
Christmas
hard
songs.
enough.
Christmas songs now sound weird, but in the context of back in the day, they were okay.
All right, you know what, Stu? Let's get into Thanksgiving real quick, okay? What is your favorite part of the day-long festivities of Thanksgiving?
Knowing that I am one day closer to Christmas.
Zach, what is your favorite part?
Either dinner or football.
One of my favorite part?
No.
My favorite part.
I want to know your favorite part of Christmas. Jarrett,
Shut
tell
up.
us.
The nap after your first plate, the nap in between that first plate and the second plate.
Can I get a sound clip
Take
in
a
there?
nap in between the first two plates.
Yeah.
I have like 3 plates.
Well, my plate is very, very big.
Yeah, me too.
Like I go up. Like,
Uh-huh.
It stacks.
Okay.
Stacks,
This
Zach.
is an odd flex.
We do stacks here.
I thought we do stocks.
I do cash. Jarrett does plates. What do you do?
Sadness.
Yeah.
You ain't wrong.
Stu was here for the pre-show.
It's a
It
real
was
downer.
really bad.
Oh,
it was
man.
really bad.
He is not proud.
Just a lot. You're right. I'm not.
Not a proud boy.
No, not a proud boy.
Despite other people's best efforts. Bless your heart.
Some sort of effort.
We're rooting for you, Zach. Especially around the holidays. We know it gets tough. So,
I just want people to leave me alone.
well,
All right.
that's a part of aging.
Yeah.
The older you get, the more you realize that.
I only want one person to leave me alone. Actually,
Yeah, Stu, shut up.
You'll get better. Don't worry.
2 people. My
You'll
bad.
get more.
So,
It is Stu though.
You
Whatever.
wanted to add something about Thanksgiving, or you just wanted to talk about your now?
Let's talk about Thanksgiving, Jarrett.
okay, what do you want to talk about?
You wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, I just did. Like the okay.
Oh, that was
Oh,
your
that was
segment.
it?
All right.
No,
that was good. That was
wow.
good.
Okay,
All right,
you know what?
Now that we're done with
You kind of
Thanksgiving,
hyped it up, man.
Now that we're done with Thanksgiving,
Okay.
that's cool.
we're not-
we can move on to
We're
Christmas.
not done.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing. Okay,
Okay.
basketball, right? The NBA tried to do a thing, and they've done it pretty well, where they do games on Christmas Day, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's Christmas Day
Used to be the
games
Cavs
are
and Golden
what
State.
you look forward
Those
to.
were electric.
Now those games, they're good, but it does not.
watch TV if you're in Cleveland.
2016
Are you kidding
Cavs
me?
and Warriors was amazing.
That was the pinnacle of it.
And like,
There's
And we won.
no.
there will be no higher.
2012, Lakers versus Heat. That
That was good.
that was a Christmas
That
Day
was good.
game.
You
You
cannot
say that
tell
one's
me
better than the Cavs Warriors?
cannot
That
tell
one
me-
time, the Cavs played the Warriors 3 times on Christmas
on
Day.
2016 was the greatest Christmas Day game you will ever see.
It was a good game, yeah.
It was amazing. There were so many dunks. There were so many posters in that game.
Slam dunks, Jared.
This is what I'm talking about, okay?
There was a sequence where Draymond dunked it, LeBron dunked it, KD dunked it, and then LeBron dunked it again because Kevin Love threw a full court pass to LeBron
I'm going to count that as 5.
After getting dunked on himself.
by KD.
So
KD
who
was
is
one
a
of the
dunker?
5.
this is the point I'm trying to make, okay?
Okay, 5 dunks, though.
You'll get maybe a gem every 3 years in a Christmas Day game. Other than that, teams are playing you don't care about. I don't care about the Raptors playing like the Celtics. That doesn't
what-
do it for me.
Nobody
You know
likes
what?
them. They're from Canada.
But every single not this year, they're in Tampa, but
That's true.
every
They are the Tampa.
the
they are
Tampa Bay Raptors.
Tampa Bay or Tampa Raptors?
Tampa Bay.
Well, they're playing in Tampa. They're playing in. It's the
Is
same
it
thing.
Tampa or Tampa Bay?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't.
It's a big difference.
It's still Tampa.
Is it?
You don't.
One's on the Bay, one's in Tampa.
They're still in the city.
So it's Tampa. That's all you
Whatever.
had to say.
They play in Tampa. This
Not on the
year.
Bay, is all you had to say.
At the start of the season, they're playing in Tampa instead
Off
of
of
in
the
Canada.
Bay. So
Because it's
Tampa
hard.
Raptors.
Because it's hard to get the team in and out of Canada during COVID.
And no, it's not
Those are
even
the
that.
mines.
It's just Canada didn't want it. They're like, no.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, no, nobody's coming up here to play basketball.
Wow.
You can go be Americans.
They didn't want the business.
No. So
Huh.
once every 3 years you'll get a gem on Christmas Day for basketball. But you know for a fact that every year, Thanksgiving Day, you are watching football and you are invested, you are eating, you are with friends, you are with family.
Especially this year.
So good.
Especially this year. Because of the teams playing, Ravens and Steelers play Thanksgiving night. That is a big game for everyone except for the Bengals in the AFC North.
And is this kind of I feel like this is kind of racist,
Here we go again,
Are you
Jared.
going to say it then?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
NFL wise and American wise, is every year they have the Cowboys play the Washington football team every day on Thanksgiving.
Do they?
Not every year, but
Because
this
they played
year.
the Lions last year.
But
so I
this
don't know what you're
year
talking
they're
about.
playing Washington, and we all know about Washington and
Are
their
you talking about
old
Troy
team name.
Aikman's comments about how the historic franchises? He made like a really big point about this.
Yeah.
That was the story I read. And he's like, "Oh yeah, because you know what a rivalry that Cowboys and the football team is,
and especially
A
here is
historic
on
rivalry."
Thanksgiving
Yeah,
Day.
yeah.
It's like,
So
dang,
he
dude.
totally like chummed it up.
It's like,
and
what is that?
You can
Totally
tell he was
forgetting what Thanksgiving was supposed to be about.
he was a big fan of.
Thanksgiving was bad.
Well, the Canadian Thanksgiving is no better. You know what they celebrate?
Isn't it burning the White House?
No. The Canadians celebrate a guy attempting to find the Northwest Passage and never finding it. So-
we literally celebrate a guy who was attempting to find a way to India and found the United States.
No, that's Columbus Day,
That's
dummy.
Columbus Day, but I'm
We
just
celebrate
saying,
the Native
for
Americans.
Thanksgiving, it's the Pilgrims finding their way to North America and the Native Americans.
assisting
Yeah,
the
Yeah, coming
Pilgrims.
and
together
then being
as a
genocided.
team.
Yeah.
No, that's not what we're celebrating.
It's the thought that counts.
America.
No, that's not what we're
We are
celebrating with
thankful for
Thanksgiving.
these people we're gonna kill.
At least we were
Respectful.
successful in our endeavors,
No.
all right? The Canadian Thanksgiving, they celebrate a failure.
Thanksgiving is
That sounds like
celebrating
Yeah.
the Indians finally coming together with the settlers to work together to create America.
That worked out well.
It did.
It
Look at
really-
us now.
Yeah,
In this luxury
America-
apartment,
America exists.
having cocktails, having good
and
fun,
All those
Pretty well,
poor
I'd
Native
say.
Americans.
land of opportunity.
Those
Well, you're
people
just
who
saying-
have lived here for hundreds and hundreds of years, and just
Same here.
I think you're just saying buzzwords at this point, Stu.
My family's been here for generations.
Ding, 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 ding. We need a dog barking in the background.
Why?
Just open the window.
You know,
It's not a great
Dog
neighborhood.
whistle
Actually, this
thing.
neighborhood is very safe.
Yeah.
I take that back. The apartment's not nice. The neighborhood is fantastic.
It is.
Yeah, I've seen the houses that I drive past on the way here.
You see all the Trump signs, man? You know they're rich.
Aggressive, like, yeah. Big Trump town. Big Trump town.
Yeah.
If you're looking for them,
There's one Biden sign on my way here. And
Yeah.
they were
Look
protesting
at
in the
them.
center, the Chesterland Center the other day. It
Oh,
was,
Christ.
this was
Yeah,
like,
they drive out to Mayfield because I've seen them out there.
all right. So I'm gonna touch on it.
Uh-huh.
So the rally there. This is after they've already announced president-elect. As a bartender,
Sounds
had this
about
guy
right.
come in like full on cowboy hat, Trump 2024. Like
2024.
I know.
Oh,
Like,
God.
He's going back, you know? He's
Like-
going back.
like full on. He's like, hey, like I remember you from like when you used to work at this place. I'm like, hey, yeah. Like I recognized his face. Like, yeah, you guys must have hated me. I was like a real like tough customer. I'm like, no, man, you were fine.
No, you were,
alright,
you
so
were
like
great.
like outsider's perspective, just the worst. Like somebody you want to avoid.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, bartender, and during a pandemic, and there's like 8 people at the bar, which was normally filled with like 30.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, all right, I gotta
So
get,
now you
Work-
really have to deal with someone who you normally
Working for tips.
I gotta get this money.
This is important.
And I'm like, buddy, I love your hat. He's like, Stu, I didn't know you were one of us. And I said, what's it gonna take for me to get that hat? Because it was stars and stripes
Is that
all
hat
across.
in here somewhere? Wait, are you gonna like Oprah us?
No.
Hold on.
I
Look
couldn't
under-
buy it off of him.
Zach,
Look under your
look
seat.
under your seat.
You get a hat. You get a hat.
You get a Trump hat. You get a Trump hat. Make America great.
You're all of a sudden proud.
That's how we make Zach proud.
Yeah.
Just give him
I feel better.
a red hat with some words on it.
and let me tell you, that tip went straight to the moon.
Oh,
So
I'm sure.
it's when you said key words, it reminded me because that's what I do when certain customers come in, and I'm like, all right, well, you're the only one here. You get to
just-
decide your bartender.
At
I'm
times-
like, yeah, F that guy. He's probably already dead. Sleepy? Yeah, no, he's been asleep for years. He's like, yeah, brother, finally, somebody said it.
Somebody said
He's
it.
gonna die
It's always
in office.
it's always
By
that.
me, maybe.
It's always
Kamala.
it's
Kamala
always that,
Harris.
though. It's always the somebody finally said it, and it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, like waiting patiently in the background for somebody else to be racist first.
Right.
Like, there it is.
Someone to say something wrong so I can agree with it.
It gets real aggressive.
Finally, somebody who gets it.
Like, I love the people that come out of the woodwork after the fact. They're like, yes, brother,
Yeah.
I am home. Can't say that stuff nowadays. They get you on the video. They get you on the YouTube.
They send
Call
you.
you
They send,
Karen.
they send a screenshot of it to people that you know.
Their families. Their work. So yeah, that was oddly political.
Well,
Yeah. So Thanksgiving. Well, that's a little taste of Thanksgiving, am I right?
yeah.
Hey, there we go. There's our Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Stu's finally come around.
All right. So
Season of giving. Season of thanks and gratitude.
Uh-huh.
these skills I pick up of being able to read a room and knowing what people want to hear,
Yeah, you did a great job with that today.
100%.
That's true.
Jared, at a certain point, you just have to cut. You have to cut your losses and go on the aggressive.
Look,
So when I realized there was no chance of winning you over, I have to make you the bad guy.
Oh, well, you're failing.
something I feel like a lot of people are going to
It
miss.
really doesn't take much.
I feel like a lot of people are going to miss this year and also be thankful that they don't have to deal with because of COVID is the fact that a lot of people aren't doing Thanksgiving with their like big family. They're doing close family
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
But still, like, on Friday, they said 1 million people got on an airplane and traveled out of state for Thanksgiving.
oh, no.
At the
No.
same time?
Like, in the same day.
Yeah. Yeah, so millions of people traveled across the country.
So, like, people aren't, like, it's not necessarily stopping everybody.
People aren't leaving. People aren't listening. No.
Yeah.
But to an extent, I mean, I know my family isn't all getting together this year.
Same. Yeah.
So I mean, it's I mean, I see you've got all your stuff on the stove over there, like ready to go.
Big party.
Yeah.
Everyone's invited,
Uh-huh.
except for you guys.
That's fine.
I was gonna say, I'm hungry.
My
No,
dad's
it's,
smoking a turkey this year,
but
so
my,
Ooh, that's
my
Oh, bro.
sister, brother, and my dad. Like,
Oh, that's
it.
so. That's really not big though. Like if I were to go to Thanksgiving this year, it would be my aunt and uncle, my grandparents.
Yeah, it
you
used
know,
to be like 30 people, or
Right.
20 people,
Like-
like,
like
the big family
a
affair. Get
bigger
everybody
group,
together.
you know. And this year, it's going to be me, my parents, and my brother, and maybe his girlfriend. Like that's what it's going to be.
Which is why Christmas is so much better, because it's pandemic proof.
it is not pandemic
That
proof.
is not
sure is.
true.
No, because every
Dr. Fauci's going to be like,
Even
Saint Nick gave everyone a little bit of Christmas magic. You can just do whatever you want.
See-
in the poorest of times, growing up, I mean, not everybody is as lucky as we are. So,
for what?
in the olden days, people would be happy to get an orange for Christmas.
I'll just
Something
be
different,
happy
something
not to
fun.
have someone I know die from COVID for Christmas.
So, historically, for me, Christmas Eve, and this is before members of my family passed away or got sick, this would be my schedule. So, Christmas Eve,
Man, I don't understand that. That's
My-
like a big thing to like just drop like, hey, before like all this like horrible life-changing stuff happened, it was like this. Like
yeah. So, I'm just saying, for example,
like, what's the time frame on that? Was that like 10 years ago?
Like
20
last-
years ago?
literally last year.
Yeah, so this is a very recent hurtful memory. It's
Hey,
gonna
man,
like
it's-
scar things.
he's
out.
the one who wants to share it.
It's okay.
his
So
stuff.
we'd go to my mom's side of the family for dinner on Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Morning of Christmas Day, we'd open presents. My grandparents from my mom's side would come over our house
Mm-hmm.
for us to open presents, and then we'd go to my aunt and uncle's house with everybody in my family from Michigan, Kentucky, all coming up. West Virginia would come up.
Uh-huh.
That's my aunt's side of the family with my dad, and then my aunt's husband, my uncle, his side of the family would come too, and there'd be 40 to 50 people there. So Christmas is not COVID friendly either.
No, I don't think a lot of holidays are COVID friendly.
No.
Thanksgiving is meant for gathering, though.
Yeah.
Christmas is meant for being grateful.
It's
The
fine.
whole
It's-
name
No,
of
that's like literally
Thanksgiving
what it is. It's
is
like-
literally Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So to say that
Gratitude-
Christmas is meant
yeah.
for gratefulness is not true because
Gratitude kind of goes with the territory
the
with
entire
Thanksgiving.
name of Thanksgiving is to give thanks.
correct with your family and friends, and your Native American friends that helped you survive the winter
Until you
by
kill them.
teaching you to put fish down with their corn.
Until you gift them blankets that just happen to have been
That's
used by
later
smallpox,
and
smallpox
doesn't
people.
apply to this holiday. That applies to wartime, and during wartime, Zach, horrible things happen. And if you want to talk about horrible things, we can do that in a different segment. We're talking about Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I'm so uncomfortable right now.
You should be. You brought in chemical warfare to a nice conversation.
You're the one talking about the Indians, man. You're the one talking
Native
about
Americans, please.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, you've said it multiple times too.
Yeah.
I haven't
know,
said
man.
He
anything.
said it. He
I haven't said
know.
anything.
He didn't say Native Americans. He
Wow.
said Indians.
Wow. I'm from Cleveland. It's all right.
No, it's okay. We still have the team.
Yeah.
It's okay. They haven't changed their name yet. It's okay.
If we're ever the Cleveland baseball team, I'm revoking my fandom. Either change the name or don't,
The
but
only-
don't have us in limo. I,
I
hate
would-
limo.
I
The
would-
only issue is they're going to go back to their original name, which was the Cleveland Spiders.
No.
No.
If they go Spiders, or if they default to a Cleveland baseball, if they default to the Cleveland Baseball Club, I'll be more okay with it than the Cleveland baseball team
Sames.
because
Yeah.
club sounds
Club's
professional.
fun. No, it sounds fun.
What about the
It
Cleveland?
sounds way less professional. The club.
Yeah,
No, that's a mate. No, it's a.
that's what football teams.
Oh
in,
my
in
gosh.
Europe.
You're soccer.
in Europe-
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I'm
This is
just being-
America.
I'm just being truthful. That is
Clubs
professional.
are played at the YMCA.
Stu,
What is the most fancy place you can attend?
the YMCA?
A club.
It's fun to stay there.
It's fun to stay there. It's not
That's
fancy
true.
to stay there. It's sad to stay there.
That's true.
Have you ever
too.
stayed there?
The
Garrett?
original.
I'm not even sure I know what the YMCA is. Stu.
So, the original idea for the YMCA was a homeless shelter. Now it's more of a
It's the
So like a
youth.
gym
like a
that
gym,
you have to
yeah.
pay a lot of money to
Isn't
be
it
in.
like the youth men like activity center or something like?
What?
It's something weird. It's something kind of uncomfortable.
How about the Cleveland Tribe?
I feel like that's still too
Yeah,
connected.
you're
I don't
keep
want
it the Indians if you're
I don't
gonna
want
change
them
it
to
to
be
the
the
tribe.
Spiders, and I don't want them to be the Cleveland baseball team because those two names are awful. And I don't like Spiders because of the fact that they were a completely basically winless team when they existed.
So they're due for a win, is what you're saying.
They are due to never have their name used in sports again.
It's also fair.
So real quick, I want to get into what I talked about before the show because
Uh-huh.
I did tease it.
Go ahead.
World of Warcraft came out with a new expansion today.
Yeah.
I played a lot of World of Warcraft as a kid,
Mhm.
consumed my entire life,
Mhm.
got off of it, which is rare because
Uh-huh.
normally when you play
Smart.
that game, you play it for a long time, all the time. But I got away from it. Is there any game like that for you two that just
Oh, I thought you were
consumed?
I thought you were going to propose that we play that.
No, never. Is there any? Okay,
I would get hooked.
Oh,
Jared,
I would probably too. at this point.
I had just gotten out of one. I bought World of Warcraft. I had a 14-day free trial.
Mhm.
My internet went out for 10, 11 days of it.
really?
Like, had to get somebody out there to fix it. This is
Wow.
back in the good old days.
Yeah.
So for the 2-3 days I played it, I'm like, I don't understand this game. I don't get it. And it costs money, a subscription to keep playing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out. Lost it.
Lucky.
I count myself lucky because I would have fallen in deep because that's what I did with Diablo 2.
Yeah. And
Diablo 2?
that's another Blizzard game. Yeah, Blizzard really knows what they're
yeah.
doing.
They got me. Age of Empires, not as much, but like Diablo 2, Age of Empires, woo. Good old days. Take me back.
Mhm.
Spent like 18 hours a day on that thing.
Yeah. Zach.
I want to say back when Overwatch first came out,
Yeah. Oh,
I played that nonstop.
Yeah.
That and Fortnite actually. When Fortnite first came out, in the first few seasons, there were nights where I stayed up all night until the next day, and through that even just playing Fortnite. Like even if my friends weren't online, I'd play random matches with random people. This was a game that I used to spend so much time on just because it was fun to me.
See, Fortnite was a game that I played a lot, but I was never like that. Where like I could be like, all right, well, I'll play Fortnite for a couple
I was
hours
super
and then I'll be off.
invested in it for
But-
some reason.
So a couple of games for me come to mind as well with that. Modern Warfare 2
That's a good one.
was a game where I would literally sit down and I could play it for literally 24 hours straight.
I would say Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2 were more that for me because they had the split screen and me and my brother had to
Yeah.
share an Xbox.
Oh,
So
tough.
we played together all the time.
Something Jarrett will never understand as an only child.
Mhm.
Something Zach and I both.
Well,
I'm
he has a
not.
brother.
I'm not an only child, Stu.
His brother's way older than me.
He's 5 years older than me.
So
as,
that's
as
a
an only
lot.
child, Jared doesn't understand this. But
It's
Zach
a-
and I
It's
get
a
it.
lot to not have someone that closely related to you.
Correct.
It really is.
As
I still-
had
I
the
played-
older brother was 2 years older.
Yeah.
I
I'm
played games with him all the
2.5
time.
years older than my brother.
Like,
So
we play sports games all the time, and anytime I came close to beating him, he'd get mad and beat me up. So I stopped playing and let him win.
Your brother that's 5 years younger than you?
Older than me.
we usually played 5 years younger than him.
Not anymore though, because I'm bigger than him. So
We usually played Call of Duties
Mhm.
together because it was a
What?
Duties.
oh, he said he
did.
totally said duty.
You said duties. Come on.
we usually
Come
played the Call of Duty games together.
He said it again.
So
Ugh.
that we didn't really have much to fight about because normally we were on the same team. You know, we
Co-op.
played zombies or we played multiplayer online together.
Couch co-op. That's my jazz.
So to say that we fought a lot, I mean, when we ever did play sports games, of course, because I mean, when someone keeps using
Oh my
fucking
gosh.
2013 Heat, and you know you're using the Cavs, what the hell's your problem, jerk?
No, that's fair.
But aside from that, I mean, you know,
Sibling rivalry. Something Jarrett won't understand.
He's at my brother's actually one who got me playing World of Warcraft.
So you said they were dropping a new patch,
A new expansion.
an expansion.
how many
what-
expansions have they had?
This is their 8th.
Several.
Because I mean, I remember back when they were doing they had the whole Mr. T thing.
That was so long ago. That was
Where
literally
they had
There was like
they
a
had the
second patch or
grenades.
something like
that was literally Burning Crusade, which was their first
Yeah,
expansion.
because they had the grenades that came out when they did that, and if you threw it at someone, they would have a little Mr. T head.
hmm
and that was so dumb to me.
Yeah, well, nobody really did that.
What is the
well, because
expansion?
they weren't even in the game.
It's called
yet.
Shadowlands. I know nothing about it. I haven't played the game in 2 years. So I played a game a lot, like the second and third expansion. I played it religiously, pretty much every day for 10 hours a day.
Now,
Fair.
And then I took a break on the next expansion because I didn't really like it. But then I played very heavily the one after that again.
You almost got out.
Almost got out. And then the game got like really weird and like a lot of side quests and stuff. So I'm like, I really don't have time for this. Like I'm in school. I'm playing football. I really just don't have time. So I stopped playing.
Football drop.
And then as soon as I started
football
OMS, I'm like, you know what? Why not? So I resubscribe, get max level, start playing again. I'm like, this is stupid. I don't want to play. So I stopped playing, and it worked. I haven't touched the game since, dude. It's crazy.
This new expansion almost brought him back.
Well, what's that?
That's funny. It almost did because there was a lot of hype around it. A lot of my streamers were like, "Oh, I'm going to play some World of Warcraft. I haven't played in 5 years.
I see a lot of people.
It's gonna be
playing,
great."
The classic WoW.
Yeah, that wasn't. I never got into
That's-
Classic WoW, so it never really
So
it never
that's
really
the new
wanted
thing.
me to play it.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, I might try that because I know a lot of people who are playing it and all this. And then World of Warcraft itself never really brought me in. I don't know what it is. I prefer more the like you're more in control. I feel like with World of Warcraft, everything's like you're third person and you're kind of just like clicking buttons to cast spells and stuff. It's not really doesn't. I like more where you feel like you're the character. And it
Oh, you're the
doesn't feel
character.
like that to me.
Your character, but you're not focusing on yourself. You're focusing on everything happening around
Exactly.
you. And you're just kind of an autopilot on what you should be doing based on what
Exactly.
other people are doing.
I liked all of the Warcrafts before that.
Oh, like
The actual Warcraft.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Oh,
and
yeah,
3.
yeah.
Those- Frozen Throne?
those games were great,
Fire.
but I almost was tempted to like download it and play it like tonight.
Really?
But because a lot of people are playing it, but I'm looking at everybody streaming and nobody is able to get on because still after all these years, it's like been what 15, 20 years of World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Every time the game launches, no matter how many subscribers they lose, every time they have a new expansion drop, the servers are fucked and they crash all day.
That's every game though.
And I'm like, yeah, there's
Fortnite has a new season and the servers crash.
but still
And no one plays it anymore.
nobody can like they're not even able to log into the game. Like they can't even log in.
You can't log into Fortnite.
No, but
You couldn't log into Call of Duty on the first day.
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Must have been your internet.
no.
You try unplugging the router?
I'm gonna unplug you.
Yeah. The show don't stop.
I don't know. So for someone who's outside of World of Warcraft, what is it like about really? Because I've only played it. I've played it like once.
So what made World of Warcraft like really good was the fact that you could level up, and it took a very long time to get to max level.
Right.
And once you get to max level, that's really when the game starts. But the
Interesting.
journey to get there is the best part. But they kind of took that away and made it really super easy to level. So now you just get to max level right away, pretty much, and then you're just going for gear. And there's two different kinds of gear you can get: gear from like grouping up with people and going into like a dungeon or a raid, and there's gear you can get for fighting other people. And that's kind of what I was into, was like the player versus player aspect,
PvP.
the PvP.
So it's
yeah,
become almost like a Destiny style now, because Destiny.
that's how it's always been.
So Destiny does the same thing, and that's like the closest I can relate it to. I mean, I've played the Elder Scrolls Online, and that doesn't really do it for me. I've played all those like MMO type things. I played the DC Online. That was kind of weird. It didn't really do it for me. I don't really get into those MMO type games, but I did like Destiny, and that's a big thing of that is once you get to your max level, it's all about what loot you have, and then that's your max level is what you have on loot.
Yeah,
So
it's really
That's like all of the.
yeah.
well,
New
any game that
RPGs.
works like that is yeah.
It's always about the loot. Come
I
on
mean-
there, bud.
I mean, that's why I started playing. What are those? The Division, the Ubisoft games.
Mhm.
The second one came out, and I was like, "Oh, this looks fun." And then a new expansion came out, and that's when I finally bought it because it was only $3 when the new expansion came out. It was $3 for the base game, and then the new expansion was $20. And I'm like, $23 for a brand new game and an expansion.
Quick maths.
That's easy. That's like, that's good. I played through the base game, got to max level, and then I started up the the pass for the new expansion, and it literally, if you didn't have max level, it boosts you to max level. It gives you like insanely strong weapons for low levels, and like it just boosts you for no reason.
Well, you gave them $20 to boost you.
But you would think they would put that in the expansion, and they did. I mean, because the first game took place in New York, and then
You're paying for it at that point.
the Division 2 takes place in Washington D.C.
What is the Division?
I
I don't even know what this game is.
don't want to get too into it because
You're like aggressively into
it's
it,
like-
so I feel like I should at least catch up a tiny bit.
so there was chemical war that happened in the United States.
Ballpark it for me. I don't need the whole story. It's
Uh,
a shooting game.
it's
a
a
follow along.
third-person shooter RPG.
Okay, I'm in. I'm back. Cool.
It's a lot of fun when you have people to play with, but when you're playing by yourself and you're doing missions by yourself, it's boring and it's time consuming. And if you're not playing with someone and you're cracking jokes the whole time or something, it's just not worth.
That
playing.
sounds like
That's fair.
That sounds like Warzone.
No, because
Because I can't play Warzone by
I can
myself.
play
Yeah,
Warzone
I
by
need to play with
myself.
friends.
Yeah.
I can join up a squad or whatever with randoms and I'll be fine. But I mean,
It's all about playing with other people.
if
At
I
least
play
for me,
with
that's what it
randoms
is
on
in
that
games.
game, it sucked because they're stupid and they have like super low levels. I need to play with people who are at the same level.
I kind of want to play some Warzone right now. You guys want to play Warzone tonight?
I could be tempted.
Tonight,
Alright.
yeah,
I've been playing a lot of Dragon Age Inquisition.
As soon as we're done here, there's gonna be a download. I'm sure you have a download. Download it.
Actually,
There's
tell
gonna
me
be a
how to live
download
my life.
tonight.
No, download's gonna come tomorrow. They do like a download every Tuesday.
Oh.
But Stu's probably hasn't updated in a while, so he's gonna have a download.
Yeah, you're
We're
right.
about a week away.
From Cold
Speaking of which, Cold War Warzone.
entering into Warzone, and that's probably when I'll buy Cold War. I should probably get it now.
Dude, get it because I'll play zombies with you. I know a few of the Easter eggs already.
Yeah, I've seen
It's
videos
so
on
much
it.
fun.
Dude, I really don't like the way the game looks. Like I've seen a lot of
It's
people
fun.
play it.
It's actually more fun than it looks. I promise you. And when I first watched video of it, I played the beta. I was like, I don't know if I like this. I bought it because I was like, I still want the zombies. I played zombies and I played our multiplayer. The multiplayer is actually fun. Like
It just looks
it's
arcadey
better
to me,
than it
man.
looks.
I don't know.
I promise you, it's better than it looks.
I'm definitely gonna have to play it if
Mm.
it's gonna come to Warzone, so I can like level up the weapons.
I'm waiting
But
so long for the store to update because they don't have the store yet in Black Ops because they haven't switched to the Black Ops Battle Pass yet.
anyways,
What the hell?
Stu's getting ready to vote.
Yeah, that's right. We're doing a Tool of the Week this week, aren't we?
We are.
I mean, we've done it every week, but we want to get more into the voting aspect.
I
of it.
agree. That's actually a good idea. And have we been keeping up on the Yes No Maybe board?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a lot written over there actually.
Looky, look.
Wow, look at us.
Do you want me to go over it?
Not just yet, my
Yeah,
friend.
once
That
someone gets voted.
is the loser's job, so give it a minute.
Okay.
So Stu's gonna do it.
Here, I'll give it to you preemptively. No, I'm kidding.
It was a good joke.
Shut up.
But this is the voting portion of the evening.
Yeah, sure.
It's time to decide who was the biggest tool today. I don't want to influence anybody's votes, but it's Jarrett.
I mean, we really don't have a kind of a filler here.
We
Because
do.
when we did the show before, we had time to.
We had a,
because
br-
we had
a break.
and then
Yeah.
we came back with the
So
music and
do a
everything.
timestamp, and then we come back hard.
I mean, I
And
really
then
don't
just-
want to
and then
do
just
that.
cut it.
I'm sure we could like just put a clip of us from before or something.
Or you can just cut the part where we're writing it down. Yeah,
Yeah, whatever. That's fine.
maybe.
Sure. If we're gonna cut, then I'm gonna pee real quick too.
Okay.
That's fine. I need another drink.
What time is it?
Perfect.
1:15. So I'll just write a big 1:15 here.
Yeah, that's nice. And that'll give us more time to set up the vote.
I'm gonna rip this paper into thirds or
We
something.
don't have paper. I already took care of that.
Oh.
Everybody has paper.
Is that my paper?
In the pre-show meeting, we did that. Pre-show meeting started at 5, by the way.
I work till 5, Stu. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you can like FaceTime me on the drive if that's safe to you.
You asked me what time today. I was like, you do earlier? Like,
No, if I'm gonna do earlier, I need to know like before.
I mean, we could. I just figured like you're working, but if you want to do it earlier, we could. I don't care.
This is fine.
There's what is that? There's be home by 10. That's the word I'm looking for.
Curfew. Here, I'll start your download for you.
That's smart.
Just get it flowing here.
I'm sorry. I'll start using this pen. I think I only got one pen for us.
That's so cool that you have buttons, man. I wish my controller had buttons so I could jump without pressing A.
That one?
Your controller has buttons on the handles.
The paddles. Oh, yeah, on the back? No, I do like that, and I get to set it to whatever button I want.
Yeah.
The back right is I.
What are you doing?
Go to My Games and Apps.
Go down to manage. Well, he probably hits the latest down. Well, we played, 2 weeks ago?
There's downloads every Tuesday.
Well, it's probably downloaded. Looks like it is.
Find out, aren't we?
Looks like it is. I don't remember it download last week. We might have played last week, actually. I don't remember when Stu and I played. No, we did play last week. Remember, Stu?
Yep.
Because we played on Tuesday.
Dude,
I remember him telling me that he had an update.
Yeah, what are you trying to do, man?
I would S&D to have paddles with my thing.
You know, it's not too
You can
much
just have it
to
for
get on.
money. You don't have to S&D. You know that, right?
I don't think that would work on
What is that?
the place.
No, I get it. Like, it's a pandemic, but
Oh shit!
people behind Best Buy
Stu, you have so much stuff. What are you doing, man?
today. What?
Look at all your new things that you have.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna make Stu load up.
Make
Do
Stu
it.
a load.
You did my
Look at all his. I bet he has blueprints. He does. He has blueprints.
Does he?
Yeah, go over.
He does not.
Yes, he does. What are you doing?
That's in the store.
Oh. What?
Yeah, all in the store. He doesn't have 25 blueprints for the kilo.
No, but he has.
I like the
Whatever.
kilo.
I like the kilo.
Kilo is very
He doesn't have any blueprints then?
What?
What? What?
You have to look at his weapon levels, Jarrett.
I am. Okay, well, he has a good amount for.
He has level 12.
Yeah, HDR Pro. He does.
Get that, yep.
I don't know what I have.
7 rounds.
I have
Fucking
not. I have not dived deep.
You might
into
as well
this
give him
game.
the FMJ.
I don't know. He likes to hit people.
I love doing that. Right, what is the difference?
One gives you bullet penetration, the other one gives you smacking.
If it's a sniper, then bullet penetration. Because it's an all or nothing weapon for me.
Switch the M4, because he obviously doesn't have good levels on
The
it.
only gun I've ever seen him use about 5, 2.
The Kilo's level 5.
1,
Look at his SMGs.
I don't like SMGs.
4, 6. The MP7.
MP7's good.
Really good, yeah.
Got some range on him, actually, for an SMG. Frantic disabling?
Yeah, that's a great thing.
Check his LMGs. Check his LMGs,
He
actually.
would not be able to kill anybody.
You right.
I know, but most of the ground loot is LMGs.
There, it's a kilo.
So, one of the things that's OP as fuck in Cold War is the 1911. So I'm wondering if it's going to be OP in Warzone. Because they show no signs of nerfing it.
Alright, he has a passive boost already. Cool. Up to level 10. Holy
Thanks.
shit. High roller.
Did
What?
Jared remote?
For what one?
My boat's gonna be very simple, so.
What's weapon level 10?
This.
My pistol?
Yeah.
It's usually my only weapon.
Oh, and he has a monolithic suppressor. Oh my god. Steve's best gun is.
My pistol?
It's an X16 pistol.
Nice.
Here you go. You got it.
That's usually my only gun, I told you.
Beautiful.
It's a real good pistol. If I die, you guys should pick it up.
I don't have a pen in here. It's okay.
I'll hand you this.
I got a pencil.
Oh, okay.
No cheatsies.
Not. How dare you even suggest that I would need to resort to
Cheatsies.
treachery, or as you call it, sheetsies, to win. I'd like to add that to my vote. You just said.
Okay.
Have a few seconds before we start back.
No, all those are final. I know the
reading.
rules.
Probably the last tool of the week, Jarrett.
Let's do one last.
Oh, and Stu? I don't remember.
It makes me want to vote for Zach.
You want to change your votes?
Yep. Both of us. Let's go.
All right, are we back?
Timestamp it.
I did.
All right, we are back. Okay, we took a second out to vote, do our Tool of the Week voting, and Stu, being the reigning Tool of the Week champ, is going to read them out for us.
Sure am. All right. Now, as we know, this is a completely blind vote. So no feelings are actually hurt, because who knows who said it. It's just best to leave. Oh, wow. Somebody actually... Oh, I forgot that we used to write both. People.
Yeah.
I really just attacked one person. All right. So this vote suggested that Jarrett said 6-ish. And then Stu, that was the only issue with Jarrett, apparently, was 6-ish. And then apparently it was slightly after 6.
My bad.
No, people don't forget. So for Stu, Christmas clothes, talked about Christmas generally unstable, really rude sometimes. Stu makes a good drink, but still, unfortunately, the vote goes to Stu.
Tough.
It was nice of him to do a compliment sandwich, basically.
That's true.
Makes
It's
me-
a reverse compliment
really,
sandwich.
Really makes me feel...
It's the
It's more of
it's the double down of
It's
compliment
like-
sandwiches.
it's more of an open face sandwich, but yeah.
I'm all right with that. All right, so this vote just says Jarrett says he hates Christmas.
I don't hate Christmas.
He said came at me all wrong, and then in parentheses it says general.
Well, we
because
don't know
it's,
who we don't know who put the vote in,
which
so
is
we
why
don't
it
know
says
who he
general.
came at wrong.
Said-
Exactly. So they
You said
specified.
he wrote. You never know.
Could be a woman.
Could be.
You know what? It's 2020.
You know, of the many women we have on the
They.
show,
Yeah.
we've had one woman in the audience so far.
They said it's cool that he helped Stu's loadouts, but it still didn't save him. Frowny face. The vote goes to Jarrett. Alright, it's 1-1.
1 to 0.
You hate to see that.
You do.
It's a nail biter.
Could go either way.
Ladies and gentlemen, final vote of the Toolbox Monday Thanksgiving / Christmas
Did you say
special.
boat? This is the Thanksgiving special.
Let me drive the boat.
Let me drive the boat.
Oh, there's two on this one. The first one is for Zach saying, anything I could write here would be irrelevant. I guess people really don't care what this person has to say. And then for Stu, we've got, it's not Christmas. It's weird.
Read it all.
It's not Christmas. And then he wrote Stu with and then a stupid. Yeah. So, and then he circled Stu, which I believe is a vote for me. Meaning that I am, in fact, Tool of the Week this week.
So here's the thing. Stu went into this episode knowing
He knew full well what was
going
going
to
to
get Tool of the Week
I did not think
because
that.
of the way he's dressed and the way he has acted. He gave us Christmas stories. He gave us a Christmas attire, knowing full well that before the show I had said, this will be our Thanksgiving special. Stu, this is coming out before Thanksgiving, man.
Zach, if you're not early, you're late. And we learned that at the Ohio Media School. We're going to be 15 minutes early to any place you go. And that
Yeah.
includes Podcast Town, Buckaroo.
15 minutes early, not like an hour and a half early,
What?
Stu.
Couldn't hurt. A little extra prep. Yeah.
See, we had
Guess who's winning that interview?
we had
Christmas.
We had an interview at 1, all right, and we had another interview at 3:00. You showed up to the 3:00 interview at 12:30
And guess who's getting that job?
and just ignored the 1:00 interview.
Yeah. Because the 1 o'clock interview doesn't matter, Jared.
Well, you know what does matter? You're Tool of the Week. Congratulations. Here.
Thank you. It feels
Bud.
like an honor at this point, because I will fall on the sword of Christmas.
Stu, you want to go ahead and read the
I
yes, no,
will.
maybe board?
Recount our yes, no, maybe activities today, as with every podcast
If you wanted
following.
if you wanted it to be Christmas themed, you could have said festivities, but you didn't. So you've accepted that it is a Thanksgiving themed episode.
Oh, because activities is strictly a Thanksgiving thing. Gotcha.
No, but
That
it's
logic's not
Christmas.
going to get you anywhere there,
It's
Buckaroo.
not Christmas.
This is my part of the show. Ladies and gentlemen,
Why do you refuse to use the microphone?
I was using the light in lieu of a microphone, but it's time to recant
Old age cataracts.
The light can't hear you.
today's show. Under the yes pile today, we decided that doing good was a yes.
Fair.
So I'm doing good.
I'm doing alright. It's fun. We decided yes to Robinhood, making that money.
The app, not the vigilante.
All about the scratch. I'm actually
Well,
yes
both.
on both.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. He helped out the poor.
Steal from the rich, give to the poor. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Are you anti Robinhood?
No, I was just clarifying which Robin Hood we were referring to. But after I said it, I'm like, well, wouldn't they both be in the S pile?
Okay. Well, yeah. Maybe we just maybe we think next time. It's
Here,
alright.
put a little X2 next to Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, both.
This was an emphatic yes for me, but a yes for all of us. Avoiding people.
Yep.
All about that lifestyle.
Very true.
And then we also agreed, yes, if you're going to die, it's probably best to do it after Wipeout.
Or during.
If I'm going to go, yeah,
Even during.
even better
Yeah.
during.
Legend.
Yeah.
I think I'll make
my
it to
gosh.
TV if
Think
I
of how
die
gruesome
on the
that
show.
would be.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
How
fantastic.
gruesome it would be.
All right, so under maybe, we put Stu's stocks, which is a great idea to keep it maybe if you don't want to make money. Because I'm all about that money, and I'm making it.
Well,
I'm
we
earning
said-
and churning.
We said Stu's stocks. You said Stu's cash.
I said Stu's money.
Whatever.
Stu money.
It's still a bad idea. Stu's stocks is much better.
Well, that's why I said the maybe pile.
Well,
And then we
Should've been
said
me,
no to Meech.
Sure.
Crowd favorite. Shout out to
We could just leave it at
anybody that listens
And
that
then we said no
remembers
to
Meech. Because they've been here for a long time. Also, no to COVID Santa. Because people here hate Christmas. I'll let you figure it out
I
based on our outfits.
I meant no meaning Santa can get COVID. Or no meaning. Wait, how did I
You said
mean that?
no
Dr. Fauci
COVID
is
Santa.
stupid for saying Santa can't get COVID.
Yeah, no. I'm saying no to the fact that Santa can get it, if that makes sense. It's a double negative in there.
You said no.
You shouldn't mention
COVID
COVID in the same
Santa.
sentence as Santa, really.
We can't get it, and I'm here for it because it's a good thing.
So
Because unlike some people who voted might have thought, I don't hate Christmas. Okay,
your track record
Jarrett-
today does not help that argument.
Jarrett, I know for a fact you don't hate Christmas. You're a good man.
I do
and
not.
someone's trying to slander you.
I know. I don't know what they're doing with these.
Well,
with
that
these
leads
votes.
me to the last bit in the no pile. Proud Boy.
Whoever's slandering you is a proud boy.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And we all know the Proud Boy in this group.
Yeah.
It's Stu.
It's Stu.
Just looking at closest.
Look how much red he's wearing.
Yeah. Look how much red he's wearing. He's got a red hat on.
What does red have to do with
to
that?
make the toolbox festive again.
Make the toolbox about Christmas again.
Yeah. Jero, that's an anti-you comment.
Fellas, I want to make you savvy to a little fact that's going to be happening. In 2 weeks, the toolbox will be reaching its 3rd birthday.
Wow.
Woof.
It'll be 3 years since we first did an episode of the toolbox.
Crazy
The way you
times.
built that up was so weird.
Why? I said
don't
I'm going
know.
to make you savvy to it.
Like, go back and listen to it and be like, the way I built that up was kind of weird.
I'll mark it.
Mark it.
We'll see if I say
He marked
anything
it.
about that when I
Fair
edit
enough.
it.
You'll later be like, hey guys, good news. Bah, bah, bah.
Good
Well, no, I
news,
said this is something I
everyone.
want to make you savvy
Good
to.
news,
Did I go?
everybody.
Did I make it a big grand thing? I don't think so.
No, you made it like a weird thing. Like,
It'll
uh-oh,
be the
something bad's
toolbox's
happening.
3rd birthday. We can do something to celebrate maybe.
Sounded like you had very mixed emotions about it being the 3rd birthday.
2 Mondays from now. So not next Monday, but the following.
Which is, what? How many Mondays?
2.
Oh,
December the 7th.
feel like you aggressively covered that.
December the 7th.
Well,
Jared, any questions on when this is?
it sounds like December the 7th, which is a Monday.
How many Mondays from now?
Maybe we can get the
7?
happy birthday thing in the shot.
Hey.
That's year round.
We'll have Jarrett sit there instead of there.
Actually, no, that's for Jesus.
Every day's a party.
It's a Christmas.
Ah,
it's
I
a
see.
Christmas decoration.
Shut up!
It's his birthday.
Apparently, it's been Christmas ever since I came in here, which was what, like 3 months ago.
That's the vibe we're going for. Every day is Christmas.
See, we first came here to record in August.
No.
So,
And as you can tell, with the influx of money that the podcast has brought us, we're still here.
Yep. Speaking of that, if you want to give us money, you can go to our Patreon.
Money time.
That'll be linked. Social media, as always, Toolbox_show, or on Twitter and Instagram, that is. Facebook, we are Toolbox Live.
yep.
YouTube.
There's not a lot going on right there,
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, well, Facebook is stupid.
Facebook's very stupid.
I'll
YouTube.
start adding memes to the Facebook story because I have the power to do that.
Please do.
Okay. I'll be in charge of that.
I will be okay with that 100%. Because I don't do anything on Facebook because it's so boring.
I'm a Facebook guy.
Yeah, go ahead.
On YouTube, the Toolbox. Drop a sub, like our video.
Please.
I don't even
subscribe.
think I subscribe.
Please do.
Well,
I don't know
Zach,
how.
tell Stu how you can do that.
Like, literally, please tell me. I've got the
Well-
laptop in front of me.
If you're watching this video, you're probably already on YouTube, so you just got to click that little subscribe button right next to the bell.
Where is it?
And fuck it, ring the bell.
Yeah. I mean, you can.
Wait, what?
Ring the bell.
Why did you say the F word before that?
Also, if you want, you can like it.
Is that like a
doesn't really
thing?
matter.
Is that a younger generation thing?
Yeah, ring the bell.
You got 4 accounts on YouTube?
Maybe.
Sub
You
on
should
all of them.
you should subscribe on all of them.
Sub on all of them.
We're not going to do that because we get our subs organically. I'll do it later.
It doesn't matter right now.
And SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts,
Apple Podcasts,
Spotify.
All of those
I can
have
listen to this.
links to all of our websites on them.
I can listen to this on Spotify.
Yeah.
You can listen to this on Spotify.
That's
If
pretty
you
neat.
have Google Podcasts, guess what? You can listen to it.
I do not, but I do have Spotify.
Well, if you have iTunes, guess what? You can listen to it.
That reminds me, on Spotify, I'm running out of my free trial in December. How much is it normally?
I don't have
$10.
Spotify. I don't know.
Like 10 or 11 bucks a month.
You think it's worth it?
Yeah, and if you get the family version,
Family plan?
it's only $3 more, and you can have 5 people on it.
I might do the family plan.
So
You
if
can
you
go
split it with
halfsies.
someone, it's actually really cheap.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
All right.
it's
Well,
only- it's
that's
only
our
like
plug
$7
for
instead.
Spotify. And if anybody related or affiliated with Spotify wants to get a hold of us and turn that into a 30-second spot,
I use Spotify.
we already got the makings for it.
I use Spotify regularly.
And if that spot has anything to do with lawnmowers, whew.
Stu's really in
You've
charge
come to
now.
the right place.
I've actually got bad news. I lost all of my files from
What the hell? That was our ringer.
Dude.
Yeah. Could you talk to somebody there? Do you guys still keep in touch?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Me either.
Probably less than Jarrett.
Everybody I know who worked there quit. So
Wait, did Omar? Oh yeah, Omar's gone.
Omar's gone, Double A's gone.
Really?
Yeah, Mac's gone. Ricky's still there.
You think you could remember when they deleted it all once and they were like, "Oh, we have to go look for it."
They did.
Well,
they
they-
deleted the
they
626
moved it.
folder.
They moved it without telling us. They didn't delete it because remember we found it eventually.
Yeah.
And, like the recycling bin.
Yeah, it was not in a good place.
They didn't clear the trash.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have 6 months to get all your stuff out of there. 2 months later, it's all gone. We're like, oh, cool.
Ran out of
I'm
room
like,
for
hey,
us.
what the hell's going on here?
Yeah. They treated our class like it didn't exist. Why not just delete our folder too?
They hated all of
They
us.
did.
All of us.
I got along swimmingly with all my instructors.
The instructors,
Yeah,
sure.
we did.
The
like
rest of the
the-
the entire
our classmates were a little.
hate.
Dude, they hated each other.
Easy to hate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were so
They always started
aggressive
shit.
sometimes too.
Mm-hmm.
Not singling anybody out, but I still follow some of them on the Facebook and gracious, like I want to unfollow, but at the same time, I'm too invested into the crazy where I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is still going, and like, hey, if you don't like this, unfriend me. I'm like, I don't know. I don't like what you're saying, but I like where it's going. Like it's getting weird. I'm gonna keep following you.
I'm gonna check those comments real quick. I gotta stay.
I've managed to disconnect from a lot of those people
But some you
for
can't.
obvious reasons.
I like it.
There's a few people who I will occasionally keep in contact with. Like
Oh, not
Meech.
keeping contact with. Goodness, no.
Well,
But am I aware of everything they're doing in
Oh,
their
I don't
life
pay-
based on the absurdity
I
of
don't pay
posts they
attention
put
to
on
a
Facebook?
lot of our classmates.
I
There are
haven't followed
people
all
who-
of them. Yeah.
There are people who we went to school with, who I keep in contact with. Like Tommy, I'll contact occasionally. I still talk to Double A sometimes.
Do you call into
just-
WTAM?
I do not call into WTAM because normally those people are very angry when they call in.
That's the only way I can never get a hold
Oh,
of him.
poor
He doesn't
Double A,
pick up when I
man.
call him.
Dude, you know what?
He's
Doing God's work.
He is,
I will
'cause
tell you that.
the entire viewer base of WTAM 1100, then Double A, the mix.
Yeah.
Good for Double A for
Look,
making
it's
it work.
Northeast
But
Ohio, and
yeah.
Ohio turned red.
but anyway, I just beat Double A in fantasy. I whooped his ass. So Double A, if you're listening to this,
And
Yeah, after
And-
we just gave him so much sympathy for all the stuff he has to deal with on the regular.
Hey man, I'm 10-1 in that league. I'm leading it, dude. Omar can suck it. Jack John can suck it.
All right, relax, Pittsburgh.
well, it's a nice idea thinking that any of those people are listening.
Yeah, you're right.
I thought you were gonna say that I knew those people are gonna suck it.
They're
It's a nice idea.
Hey man, we do good stuff for each other in that league, right? We're very supportive.
Hey man, they might.
A lot of things are bigger than football in that
Don't
league.
rule it out.
If I put right now in the league chat, guys, I just need somebody to S my D. They'd be like, "All right, dude, what's up? When and where?"
That's weird.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you said that on microphone as well,
Yeah.
because there goes any chance you have at politics.
I don't think that rules
Darn.
out any politics. That's
Yeah,
not,
no, it does.
that's not
it
really
does.
incriminating. It's
That's-
not like you said the N word on Facebook.
Oh God. Can we end the show on that note?
We can.
Or we could start a whole nother show on that. No, we had that in the pre-production meeting, that show.
Yeah.
But that will do it for today's Toolbox.
Yeah.
From Jarrett, myself, and Zach.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
And
Thanksgiving.
more importantly, Merry Christmas. That'll
We
do
are
it for
going
us.
to have a
Have
Christmas
a
show.
great night.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
Happy Thanksgiving.
That's the last one.
Thank you for tuning in.
And,
Enjoy the holiday. Stay
and,
safe.
Merry Christmas to
Guys,
all.
guys.
I'm gonna. Can I wrap the show up? Can I wrap the
Go
show
ahead.
up? All right.
I'll wrap it up.
No, shut up,
Merry Christmas.
Shut
Good night.
This is gonna have to be cut.
Zach.
Cut
I'm
it.
gonna murder you.
Murder it.
Zach, you have
murder
you have
you.
full control over what happens here. Just
Dude.
saying.
I'm just
Murder
waiting
it.
for him to shut the fuck up so
Yeah.
I can do it.
Hopefully, it doesn't get there.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Thanksgiving episode of the Toolbox. Have a great holiday. Be safe. Please don't do anything stupid. If you're not able to spend time with family this year, call them, text them, tell them you love them. From everybody here at the Toolbox, hope you have a good Thanksgiving and a safe Black Friday too. Remember, Cyber Monday is always a good option too. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week for another fantastic episode of The Toolbox.
Merry Christmas.
Oh my God.
Shut up.